Hi there, I'm Mike. What I have for you today is an update to my Star Wars The Black Series Dryden Vos review video. Mostly, I just have some apologies to make. Number one, I did miss something in the video. While I did talk about Dryden Vos's face color changing, I did neglect his weapon color changing. In my defense, I can't see it. It doesn't look any different to me. So even though I put the whole figure, including his weapons, in the freezer, I didn't see it. So it didn't color change. But people pointed out in the comments that I missed that. And I asked my wife, and she said, yeah, it definitely changes. So it gets a nice little red hue. Not hue. It gets a nice little red line over the edges to make it look like it has that laser kind of effect going on, which is neat and something that I didn't see the first time, and I still don't see it now, but I'm just taking everyone's word for it that it exists. The number two thing I have to apologize for, and I do feel bad about it. It was an afterthought to play an April Fool's prank. It was an afterthought to play an April Fool's prank on you. I was just going to upload the video. It was my next review. I figured why not? And then as I was uploading it, I thought, oh, hey, it's going to be up on April 1st. I should play a joke on everybody because, you know, it's the thing that you do on April 1st. But I did mislabel it as a collection video because I know a lot of people want to see a collection video from me. And I felt really bad. A lot of people are saying that I owe them a collection video. And you know what? I can't say that I don't. It's been a long time. It's been almost a year since I moved in here. And I've been putting it off because my collection's just not where I want it. I don't feel like I have enough shelves up. Most of my toys are actually in the closet over here. What I have up behind me are the things that I kind of like the most. The things that I'm proudest of in my collection. Or the things that I just really want to display. So you know what? In, I guess, recompense, I think that's a word. I think I'm using that word right. I'm going to give you a nice little collection tour. So sit back and relax and check out all of my toys. Okay, so as I said, my room's not the cleanest. My collection's not really where I want it. But here goes. I've got everything set up and going. Let's show you what my collection looks like. Starting up here with my Star Wars The Black Series figures. This is my big TIE fighter, and I've got some speeder bikes and my dewback. And then the speeders, the Rey, and what's her name? Enfys Nest. There we go. They're kind of way far back in there, and I don't want to get super far back. But here we have my Imperial Collection. I know a lot of people want me to do a review of that Mimban Stormtrooper. I'll do it. I promise. But I've got a lot. I've got a lot to do. But yeah, so just kind of going through here. My Imperial guys. I don't really have any rhyme or reason to it. I just put them up how I think they look cool. And I tend to take this guy off a lot. So that's why he's kind of off to his side. Down here, I've got some of my just random rogues, Jabba the Hutt, and other various people. From a Jawa in there. There's a C-3PO that Stigma Custom Collectibles painted me. I did an unboxing of that. Greedo, got Lando. Oh, there we go. A little brighter. Oh, I'm focusing. Check this out. Just moving over here to just some normal original trilogy characters. I love all these guys. I don't really care. You can see my custom wedge back there, which is pretty cool. That was a gift from a viewer online, Chris Miller, I believe. Down here is my Clone Trooper collection and kind of prequels area. We got Mace back there, review coming. I got my custom TC-14, Padme, some battle droids, my custom Darth Maul alongside my regular Darth Maul, and then my Darth Grievous, who does like to fall over all the time. And then my Qui-Gon back there does have a custom cloak sent to me by a viewer, Tony. Down here, I've got my kind of one-off movies, my solo characters down here. And then back in the back, I've got my Rogue One characters. And then here, I've got my Rebels crew. Moving over, just kind of staying down here, why not? I've got some Masterpiece Decepticons and a random Optimus Prime trailer. I don't really know why. And some random weapons. I need to put them in the boxes they come with. But these are just Masterpiece scaled Decepticons. I've previewed them. This is my sequel trilogy characters. It's a full shelf. I'm gonna have to expand these. My Black Series collection is one that I'm not super happy with, but those are all the characters from the sequels. Not all of them, but most of them. I have some on a different area. I've got actually some figures on a different area completely. in my room. I'll talk about that. Up here, I've got sort of a Megatron and Prime shelf. So I've got my Cross Dimensions Megatron, and then I've got a knockoff Megatron, which I love. I've got a Make Toys Megatron, and this is actually a knockoff Masterpiece Megatron. Yeah, I like to buy knockoff Transformers. They're actually pretty good, and I don't really care if you judge me or not. That's a knockoff Optimus Prime. I mean, see, I don't care. This is the Walmart one sent to me by a viewer. I got my little guys, Megatron and Optimus Prime sent to me again by a viewer. This is another little Legends class Optimus Prime. I want to find a little Legends class Megatron to go with him. Right now, this is my favorite Optimus Prime. This is the Optimus. It's the Magic Square Masterpiece Optimus Prime. I really love him. Back there, I've got an IDW Optimus Prime and then my regular MP10. And this is the new Studio Series one. He's pretty good. Up here, and this is my last Star Wars The Black Series shelf on this side of my room. I've got my Bounty Hunters right here. Back in the back, I've got my prototype Boba Fett. I've got Obi-Wan. You know, these are like the 12 characters, the early bird special. I've got my Jaina Solo, Darth Revan, some random droids down here, my Luke with his speeder, and my dead Obi-Wan in the back. And then on the top up here, this is probably my favorite Transformers shelf. I've got my Wei Jing. I'm kind of far away, so I'll talk a little louder. It's my Wei Jing Omega Supreme and my Toy World Devastator. Moving on down, I've got my MPO1 and then the Wei Jing Megatron. That little guy came with the Omega Supreme up there. And then these are the shot glasses for bots and shots. I keep them up here when they're clean. This is one of my newest additions right here, this TFC Rolling Thunder, ST Commander, whatever you want to call him. I love him. He's my favorite Optimus Prime of all time. And this is Fans Toys Phoenix, one of my favorite characters in Transformers again. Again, most of this collection is my favorites. If they're not my favorite, I have them in the closet. And again, I'll actually show you off my closet a little bit. Over here, I've got my Gigapower Dinobots. I've got Swoop on the way, but I don't have him yet. Up here in the back, I've got Unique Toys Orden, and then Unique Toys Bruticus or Ragnaros. And then I've got the Playmates Voltron Classic one. And I've got Slag and Sludge right here. I love these a lot. Moving down here, I've got mostly Masterpiece Autobots, but not entirely. In the back here, this is Make Toys Quantron. He's not Masterpiece scaled, but I love him anyway, so I put him on the shelf. I've got Ultra Magnus in the back there. The Springer, I've got Inferno. Inferno and Hot Rod over here are official. Springer is open play. And then I've got mostly official Masterpiece scaled, though the Ratchet is not, and the Red Alert in the back is not, and the Smokescreen is not. The rest are, except for this is Make Toys, and this is, they haven't made it an official of these. They're a third party. I love this. I've got a random KO Grimlock back there, and then this is the Generation Springer. I really don't know why he's on this shelf. I should probably take him off, but I like him. So I have a hard time. Down here, I've got my Siege, War for Cybertron Siege shelf. And I've got a Cybertron Primus right in the middle. So I figured that's kind of appropriate. Over here, I've got my Decepticons that I have so far. I love them all. They're a little bit more expensive, but I feel like they're worth the extra price. Over here, I've got my Autobots. I do have Chromia and Prowl on the way. I got them for $10 on Hasbro's website. So I haven't bought them even though I've seen them in stores. Because, you know, $10. It's hard to really kind of overlook that, but I absolutely love this Optimus. He's fantastic. Down here, I just have kind of a random shelf. This is my Unique Toys movie shelf right here. These are fantastic figures. I don't care if you don't like the movie or not. These are fantastic characters. Or figures, not characters. Figures, yes. Down here, I have a Studio Series Shatter because I literally just got him and I felt bad putting him directly in the bin, even though he doesn't really fit my collection. In the back, I've got the Perfect Effect Optimal Optimus and Mega Dragon. And then down here, I've got my MP Beast Wars figures. I have a random GoBot because he fell off the shelf and I forgot to put him back where he goes. And then these are the MechFan Toys Dinobots. I need to get the other two, but those are the three I have. Down here on the bottom, I've got more random, these are just random figures. In the back, those are both oversized knockoffs. This is Fans Project. what's it, Sigma L? It's basically, it's a chug scaled. Honestly, I can't remember his name right now. I know it, and as soon as I think of it, it's gonna kill me. This is also Make Toys. This is their Nemesis, and then this is the Perfect Effect. Basically, Fort Max, but it's the is it Brave Max? Yeah, it's their Guardian. It's the black one. And the back, I've got the Carnifex, which is one of my favorites. And then the very, very back, I have Commodus. I don't know why he's so far back there. And then I've got the new G1 reissue Rodimus Prime, Hot Rod, and that's from Papa Gord there. Over here, I've got some Marvel Legends. These are my 12-inch Marvel Legends. They like to fall over all the time. And then I've got my two bad guys because I like them. But I'm gonna have just here. I'm gonna get rid of those. But I'm gonna have my Children of Thanos kind of collection there. Not this guy either. But I've got Ebony Maw on the way, and I'm gonna have Corvus Glaive as soon as I get him. Moving up, I've got just some random ass Marvel Legends figures. Fantastic Four, a random Doc Ock in the back. This is my first Marvel Legend, so I'm not getting rid of him. I love the Ghost Rider, so I have a hard time getting him off the shelf. Over here, just some X-Men, some classic X-Men and X-Men villains, and then a random Black Knight because I absolutely love that Black Knight. Moving up, I've got some SH Figuarts and just some random odds and ends that ended up on the shelf because I forgot they were here. This is a gift from a viewer, Jim Lore. I've been collecting these in the back slowly because I like them, but they're very expensive, so I don't get them that often. This one's a KO, and it kind of sucks, but thanks Papa Gord for it. But he also sent me this, which is not a KO. I got these for my birthday, I believe, last year, Zelda and Link. I've always wanted a Zelda and Link. I've always wanted a Link action figure, and it felt weird having him and not Zelda. And this is the first SH Figuarts figure I ever bought, this Vegeta. I love him. And this was also sent to me by a viewer, Kanikuman. Or Ultimate Muscle. I told him I'd try to review it, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But I'm not going to say never. Over here, I've got my NECA Shredder, Foot Soldiers, and Krang. And then the back, I've got Bandai Kit, Captain Phasma right here. That was sent to me by a viewer, Tony. And then this is the Optimus Prime that I built on my channel. I haven't painted it yet. I just stickered it up. But I built that thing live on my channel, so if you want to see it, you can go watch that. Moving up, I've got another random odds and ends. These are my GoBots here. I've got Power Rangers here because my wife loves Power Rangers. And Joe Trini, you fell over. Oh, okay. Just kidding. Sorry. I've got a random, this is the last thing I ever bought from Toys R Us. So that's on the shelf there. And then I've got my Masters of the Universe right here because I do love Masters of the Universe and I want to have a small collection showing it off. Up here is my expensive Turtles collection. So these are my NECA movie Turtles 4th scaled. Down here, I've got the baby Turtles from there. I've got the SH Figuarts Turtles. I've got the NECA cartoon Turtles. And then I've got the NECA movie Turtles that are smaller scale. Why do I buy those when I already have those? I don't, shut up. I just did because they're awesome. Moving over here, I just have a random collection of toys in this drawer. I've got my Triptychon here. These are for upcoming episode of Bots and Shots. There's Bots and Shots. Up here, I've got another Turtle Shrine. I've got my 2012 Turtles. I've got my 2003 Turtles, my 1987 Turtles, and then the Playmates Classic Turtles up at the top there. These are some of my Toy Box Star Wars figures. I love these Star Wars figures. They're a lot of fun. Down here, I've got the Black Series figures that have like the scenes. There's the Rey and Kylo Ren. Down here, I've got the Luke. And then my Island Journey Rey. And then I've got the Rey from the Toy Box and the Yoda from the Toy Box, the Ghost one. Down here, I've got the Crate Rey and then the Toy Box Stormtrooper and Kylo Ren. Down here, I've got the Jyn Erso, the Kmart exclusive one, the Cassian Andor, and that's my Iadu or whatever. And then for whatever reason, I've got Yoda down here. I don't really know why Yoda's down here, but I didn't really have a better place to put him, so that's where he goes. And at the bottom, I've got my Snoke and Snoke. Oh, hold on. I forgot to put this guy back. He fell over and I was going to put him up, and then I totally forgot to actually put him up. There we go. So, and there's my kind of throne room display. There's the throne room Kylo Ren's in the back. I've got my Elite Praetorian Guards down here. And then that's it for that. And then I got my kitty. Hi. Oh, and I'm going to roll around. Say hi. You good? Yeah. Okay. And then in here is my closet, my very messy but kind of organized closet. Over here are just empty boxes for expensive Transformers and things, odds and ends up at the top. Gundam model kits that I've built but I put back in the box, except for this one. I haven't even opened it. So when I moved, I put them back in the box and then I never opened them. This is my KO Predaking. I've been slowly getting and keeping in here because I don't have any room for it. And down here, there's just a bunch of odds and ends. I use that when I paint my Gundam to clear coat the different pieces. In here are Transformers and things that used to be on my shelf but aren't anymore. My saxophone right there. Chairs for doing videos and just a random assortment of things. These are comics down here. The sheet for bots and shots. And then here I have a lot of figures, not the turtles, but a lot of figures and some of them up here that I'm going to eventually give away on my channel. So look forward to that, I suppose. I want to show this off right here. This is from Papa Gord. This is an autographed picture of the guy that voiced General Grievous, which is pretty cool. Over here, this is an autographed picture again from Papa Gord, from David Mendenhall, who voiced, not Spike, Daniel, that's it, wow. And we met him at TFCon. He was super, super cool. And I told him I had an autographed picture of him on the wall, and I think it came off a little weird. So that's it. That's it for my collection kind of walkthrough right now. Again, I'm not super proud of the state that it's in. I want more shelves. I want to put more things up. A lot of the things in bins, I want to get them out, but I just don't have room for it right now or the time or anything like that. So that's it for right now. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I love to read and respond to all those. I mean, you guys have probably seen my videos before. You know what's up, but it's the same. There's a couple different ways down in the downstairs area that you can support my channel if you want to. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.